I'm going to walk you through how to make a really moist carrot cake today. So let's start with the ingredients that you need. You're going to need 1¼ cups of vegetable oil, 1 cup of buttermilk. Now 1 cup of buttermilk can be made up of ½ cup of milk and ½ cup of yogurt. Sorry, my milk is a bit oily because I poured it into the same cup as the oil. We need 2 cups of sugar. I want this to be a low sugar carrot cake. I've used 1 cup of coconut sugar, 3 eggs at room temperature, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, ½ teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I actually went a bit heavy-handed on the cinnamon because I love how it tastes with the carrots. We need 3 cups of shredded carrots, we'll do that later. And I like to add 1 cup of chocolate chips. The tools you'll need: digital scale, a bowl, carrot peeler for the skin, and one of these great silicone spatulas that I love. So first I'm going to peel the outside of the carrot. All peeled. And I've got this great Japanese grater here that I use. So what I do is I put it in the bowl, shredding the carrots. All right, I think we're ready to bake. So first things first, I like to weigh the weight of the bowl, tare it, and this is the weight of the bowl that I will take away from the weight of the batter so I can separate the batter equally later on when I fill up these 2 5-inch diameter baking tins. So first we're gonna mix 1¼ cups of oil, 1 cup of buttermilk, which in our case is ½ a bowl of yogurt and ½ a bowl of milk. We have 2 cups of sugar. I'm putting in 1 cup of sugar because I like it to be less sugar, and this is coconut sugar that I'm putting in. And 3 room temperature eggs. 1, 2, 3. And then we're gonna start off by mixing these first. I have my handy Black & Decker mixer. Start on low, and then you can move to high, just to get it nice and smooth, all right? That's all you need. We have the 2 cups of flour. Pour that in. The baking soda, the salt, and the cinnamon. You're gonna add that. And you're going to mix that in on low first. It's nice and smooth. This is my favorite part, adding in the carrots. And folding just means instead of mixing, you're doing this action with your spatula. All right, see that? Looks good, smells really good. And then now, part we've been waiting for, chocolate chips. You're gonna fold that in as well. You can see, this is what it looks like. Now, I'm going to weigh the batter so I can split it evenly between my cake tins. So turn your oven on to 350 degrees before you start all of this. So here I've poured out 2 5-inch cake tins of batter. Each tin weighs about 650 grams. If you wanted to do 3 layers, this recipe works as well. And I like to smack it on the counter a little bit to get rid of any bubbles. So when it bakes up evenly. Cakes are in the oven. You want to bake them at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Before you check on them again. So while the cakes are baking, I like to work on the cream cheese buttercream. Here I have 250 grams of unsalted butter. You can use salted as well. It adds a nice flavor to the buttercream, I think. And the same amount of cream cheese, so 250 grams of cream cheese. If your butter is coming straight out of the fridge, I would suggest chopping them into little blocks like this and sticking them in the microwave for a maximum of 20 seconds to soften them just a little bit. My butter's been inside the microwave for about 20 seconds. You can see they've gone a bit soft, and I'm going to mix it together with the cream cheese, which So now I've mixed up 250 grams of butter together with 250 grams of cream cheese, and we need the weight of those two combined will be the weight of your powdered sugar. So in this case, it's 250 plus 250. This is 500 grams of powdered sugar. Once you hear the buttercream start to thicken, you can turn up the speed. As you can see here, you mix the powdered sugar with the butter and cream cheese until it's nice, white, and fluffy like this. I'm about to teach you how to buttercream your carrot cake. Tools you'll need to buttercream your cake: spinning table here, flat scraping knife. We need a cake board. This one is an 8-inch cake board. Put that right onto my turntable. You do need a bench scraper. This is actually half the size of the bench scraper I normally use, but I ordered on Amazon and I didn't check the sizes. So I'm gonna have to work with the small one today. Let's see how it goes. So I'm gonna take the cakes out from the fridge. And the best way to flatten the top of your cake is to use a really long serrated knife. See, the edges are bumpy. I forgot to mention, and here's my glass of wine. Cheers to everyone cooking in quarantine. Slightly damp cloth down and place my turntable on top so it stays put. I'm going to use my flat knife here, put a little dollop of buttercream in the middle, and this is used to secure the carrot cake. Now I'm going to put a generous amount of this cream cheese buttercream. So for the second cake layer, you want to turn it upside down. So the bottom part of the cake is facing up. So it's all in the wrist. The movement is all in the wrist. So you want to spread the buttercream across evenly with this wrist motion. You get a dollop. You apply it near the bottom, then you do the wrist motion to spread it out. I think we are ready to start scraping. And you see this right angle? You're gonna put this part on the bottom of your cake board and start scraping. So here we have the crumb coat layer, and I'm gonna pop this in the fridge, let it chill for 15 minutes before I put on another layer of cream cheese buttercream. Popping this into the fridge. Welcome back to Cheline's Cakes. I'm going to teach you today how to make a chocolate ganache drip, and I'm going to put that onto the carrot cake that we made yesterday. What you need are chocolate chips, whipping cream or heavy cream, a digital scale, and a spoon for stirring. So the ratio for the ganache, whatever grams you have for the chocolate chips, half of that will be for the whipped cream. So I'm gonna do 90 grams of chocolate chips today. So remember, when you put your bowl on your digital scale, you have to tare it, which means bringing it to 0. And so half of that for the cream would be 45. So I'm gonna tare this again. This is what it looks like. And now you're gonna put this into the microwave for 20 seconds. I just took it out of the microwave. You can see what it looks like. And I'm gonna start mixing it. All right, that looks great. Make sure your chocolate ganache isn't too hot. If it's too hot, once you add it onto your cold cake, it's gonna melt right through the buttercream. Now we are ready to add it onto our cake. Okay. This is the cream cheese buttercream carrot cake that we made yesterday. Okay, and I'm gonna do it to the front part so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna take a spoonful of the chocolate, and I'm gonna drip it slowly along the side of the cake. Now I'm going to fill up the top part. Then using the back of my spoon, I'm going to lightly spread it out. And there you have it. A chocolate drip on your carrot cake. Enjoy!